Hi, girly.
Hi, girly.
I'm Eliana,
I'm Derek.
and this is
The book club
For
for
the
the
Girlies.
girlies.
So, on today's episode of For the Girlies,
Mm-hmm.
we are officially starting our little Christmas countdown, you
Yeah, we're
guys.
in the vibe.
Yeah, we're so excited for Christmas, as you can tell everywhere.
We gave you a little snippet last week with our book, but we're knee deep now.
I forgot I have antlers on. How could I? Um, but they're now just part of me.
Period.
So, on today's episode, we're going to be chatting about In a Holidaze by Christina
Christina
Lauren.
Lauren.
But
Did you say Christina and Lauren?
no, I say Christina Lauren.
Okay, yeah.
Well, because they're two
It's two
people.
authors.
Yeah. So, before we get started, though, please make sure that you have liked, commented, and shared this video, and that you are
Yes.
subscribed to our channel.
Make sure that you have tapped the notification bell that's in the corner so that you are notified when we post. Also, follow us on all the socials. The links are in the not the bio, but in the description box below.
Please be sure that you are kind to everyone in the comments. Be kind to each other, be kind to us, and be kind to these authors as well.
Yes. Also, if you do not like spoilers, maybe turn the volume down a little bit because we're gonna give you some spoilers. Okay, so spoiler warning. Turn the volume down just a bit, not all the way off, so we can get that view. Read the book, come back, and watch us for real.
And watch our other videos too.
Yes, please. We are a good time.
And we want you to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
with all that business done,
let's get started.
I'm so excited.
Yay! Okay, so like I said, In a Holidaze by Christina Lauren. I've read this book before, but I'm happy to read it again. I read it, I think, sometime in the summer.
This girl love Christmas.
It was okay.
No, you
so they
love
have
Christmas,
okay.
bro.
Let me explain myself. So I was looking for books on Libby. This one happened to have nobody waiting for it because
it was
the
August, bro.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it then, and I enjoyed it now because I'll be forgetting what happened in these books.
You do.
Anyway,
got the memory of a dolphin.
Isn't it a goldfish? That's what you get for trying to come for me.
That's true.
It's exactly what you
Story
get.
of my life.
So, kind of short synopsis. It's Maelyn Jones spends Christmas every year with the Joneses' chosen family. So some old college buddies and
of her parents.
Yeah, and their offspring in Salt Lake City, Utah. She is notoriously a people pleaser and a worrier. So when she makes out with Theo, the wrong Hollis brother, and is caught by Andrew, the right Hollis brother, she panics. Shortly after, the Hollis family shares that they'll be selling the cabin that they've been visiting her whole life for Christmas.
Yeah, she's 26 years old now.
Yeah. Distraught, Maelyn makes a wish to the universe on her way back home, asking it to show her what will make her happy. Immediately after she makes this wish, though, her family gets into a car accident. From there, Miss Maisie Jones, as she's also called affectionately, repeats the same disastrous Christmas week until she gets it right. She finally approaches the week by going after what she wants, including Andrew Hollis.
The right Hollis brother.
Right. And she creates the most magical Christmas she's ever had. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So, in terms of this being a long or short read, what are your thoughts?
It's a short read. It's like quite literally a very short read. But I did feel like the pacing was weird in places. Which I'll get into later, but short read overall.
I think we agreed on that because I have notes about that too. And I also think it was a short read. Like I said, we agree on things, I believe. The book is only in Maisie's point of view, which I think is fine. Yeah, it's a cute, short little holiday book.
Yeah. Moving right along to our likes and dislikes. Do you want to start?
Sure.
Okay,
I liked how corny it was.
you would. It's so your vibe.
Andrew Hollis is a total dreamboat. He's
Mm-hmm.
cute, he's kind, he's funny, he's
Mm.
shy, he means what he says, he's family oriented, and he pays attention to detail. I loved the family's dynamics and the support that May got from all of the adults when she thought she'd royally screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
It was I thought it was fun to read a repeat the same day or week story in a book
Mm-hmm.
form.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever read that before.
definitely have it.
Benny is my favorite character,
3,000%.
and I think we all need a Benny in our lives.
3,000%.
And finally, I liked that Andrew didn't want to be her prize for doing things right.
Okay, my likes, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So I said that it was executed very well. I had never read, like you said, repeated Groundhog Day type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was executed very well, and I enjoyed the story. I thought that Maelyn was a very relatable character. I, feeling stuck, the family dynamics, being the oldest daughter, always feeling like you got to do the right thing, or that's me. And I was like, oh, I can truly relate to her, and I'm sure there are a lot of other ladies who can relate to her or people. Also felt like the side characters were written really well. Benny was also my favorite character. Uh, I think everybody definitely needs a Benny in their life, and if you don't got a Benny in your life, be the Benny in the life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Be the Benny. There was something else you mentioned that I wanted to note. You said you really liked Andrew, and I just wanted to say, same. And I was like, wow, these girls, these women, Christina and Lauren, they know how to
They
write a
write,
man. They know how to write
yes,
a man.
yes. I read a lot of their books this year
Mm,
because after Love and Other Words, I was like, oh, what else they got?
they be coming with this. The
They
heat.
they come with the heat.
I like that. Period. Let's see. Um, Dislikes. Do you want me to go first
Yep.
here? Okay. So my major dislike was the pacing. I felt like there were parts of the story that really dragged, and then other parts of the story that were rushed. Like I feel like all of her moments with Andrew kind of be like rushed past, and I would like to like linger there a little bit more.
Yeah.
Important conversations also seem to be like flippant or
Mhm.
like sped past,
Mhm.
but then we'd get like I'm like, if something else falls on this girl, she start this day over.
I know. I,
I'm finna go off.
which like they did a great
No, they
job at
did.
making
They
you feel
did.
like, "Oh my gosh, please."
But at the same
It's
time,
too good of a job.
yeah, don't be so great at your job, guys. I also said with the couple I wanted more, so that was my other dislike.
Yeah.
I just wanted more of the couple.
So I'll start with the one that is in line with yours. So I said because I was rereading it,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like the story could have gotten to the point sooner. In
Mm,
terms of May repeating the same days over and over, I was like, bruh. Like you said, the description of the things falling and whatever, and like her desperation, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I also wrote, in the end, we get so little of Andrew and May.
yeah.
And I really liked it. Like it's at the end of the book, but it's also, like you said, it's like bits and pieces and it's short. So I gotta say, gals, don't love that part.
Hmm.
But
Don't do
the other dislike that I had, not but, and the other dislike I had was I don't love, this is like just in general, I don't love when adults place expectations like the ones the Jones and Hollis families place on Theo and May. So they specifically
Mm.
were like, "Oh, these two, they're going to get married." I don't love that. It always makes me uncomfortable. In
Yeah.
in this fictional sense and in real life sense, I don't love that. I think
Yeah.
that's so awkward and that was a part of the conflict between her and Andrew and Theo too. Was that they were like, "Oh,
Right.
May and Theo, they're for each other," and like that was just awkward
It is
and
awkward.
weird. How would you
because
do
because
that?
they were like actually wanting it to happen.
Yeah.
I like to do it as an older sister to my younger siblings to annoy them, but
Yeah,
to
no,
act
they actually they like were
they like
planning a
they're
life.
like no, they're gonna be together.
Yeah. They were planning a life and like
Yeah,
it's great that the kids are best friends. Like they were talking about
I
they were
know
best
the
friends as
dream.
kids and like they would talk to each other all of the time, but naturally they stopped talking to each other. It's just let them naturally be best friends or not be best friends, be
Hmm.
together at some point or not be together at some point. But then like you're putting too much influence in this relationship, like outside influence in this relationship
Yeah,
that they don't ever get to have a natural like we dig each other. We like hanging
we're
out
the
with
same
each other. We
exactly.
like being friends with each other, whatever. Moving on into our ratings where we don't rate things here on a scale of 1 to 10.
No, ma'am.
We rate things on a scale of
WTF was that?
interesting but wouldn't read again,
It was good.
loved, would read again.
However, will I go on?
Yeah. Okay. So, how did you rate this one?
I said it was good.
Okay. I said loved, would read again the Andrew parts.
Mm.
Yeah.
I could skim the Andrew parts again. I'd give him a little more love.
Yeah. Cuz I miss him. He's there for like 2 seconds and then
You get a
gone.
little of him. You get a little taste.
Yeah.
It's not enough of him. They did a great job at like building this world where I really felt like I knew the characters and like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what a fun time, and like you can like feel the
It's homey,
it
it's
is you feel
comforting.
it. That's the word. I'm like this because that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's homey. It's comforting.
I wanted to
Um,
be there.
exactly. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, but
Yeah.
we missed. It was a lot of like, oh, all the parts, but it's like, okay, I get that we're here with them,
Mhm.
but I want to be here with them.
Mhm.
It's a romance book.
Romance.
Let me get to the couple. Dang. Okay, so that's our rating. Moving, moving right along into our quiz section.
Oh yeah.
Quiz. Pew, pew,
Oh,
pew.
we're adding things onto this now. This is gonna become a long theme song.
I know, right? I'm like, you're just sitting there the whole time. And you're like, today I'll be quizzing Eliana.
That's who I am.
Let's see how well she does. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you do well because I
I
mean,
hope.
there weren't but so many people who could be talking.
Shoot. There were a lot of freaking people who could be talking.
Yeah, but like they weren't really all saying nothing.
Okay.
You ready?
Mhm. Yeah.
First question. First quote. Who said it? Who said it? Okay. I don't know. I don't
Now
know.
there's
I don't
songs for the
know.
question.
That question me. Okay. Who said maybe we should do things because we love them, not because we've always done them that way? Was it A, Benny? Was it B, Meme? Was it was it C, Andrew, or was it D, Theo?
I'll go with May May.
It was Meme.
May May! I know. I'm sorry. You don't know who brought it up.
Anyway, next one. Who said things always look worse from the inside? Do you,
Mm.
do you know who said it? Before
Yes.
who said it?
Uh,
Before before I
Ricky.
went, it was Ricky. Who was Ricky?
um, the Hollis dad.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, she's correct. Okay, here's my last question.
Ooh.
I only had three.
Oh.
What did Benny tell Meme about in order?
To prove
Yeah, do you remember?
it was something about was it Sedona? Something in Sedona.
Correct. The what in Sedona though? What happened in Sedona?
I don't know. I thought was I was thinking diner. I was thinking Job,
Was it
stripping.
was it his layover in Sedona? Was it at the hotel in Sedona? Was it at the club in Sedona?
This is getting worse by the second. The layover, the hotel, the club.
Yeah.
Those are the three options.
Hmm.
Layover.
It was the club.
The
It was the
club.
club. Cause in the club
We
we
all
all
fam.
fam.
Nothing truer. Next up is
Hmm.
big screen, small screen.
Big screen, take little screen.
Okay. So, any ideas? Did you want to see this anywhere?
I want to see it. We're saying big screen, but like in my living room. I want to see it on like a Netflix.
I want to see it on Netflix too.
Yeah,
I want a movie, Netflix.
that's it. When it comes to casting, I didn't really have anything. Did you?
Oddly enough, I did.
I guess when you read it twice,
Yep.
things start to
So,
pop up. Let's hear it.
Benny reminds me of an Owen Wilson type, but he obviously needs to be Aussie.
Okay. I was picturing Benny more like, and I don't really. I know Was he supposed to be fine?
I don't know that he was.
Okay, because I was picturing him as like older with money. He's the uncle from, and I'm not aging myself, but I'm aging the things that I watch. So it's a show I watched called Brother and Sisters, and I'll put it in. He reminded me. It's from like 2005, and he reminded me of the uncle, the gay uncle on that show.
The Gunkle.
Yes.
Um, so he has money, but it's unsuspecting.
Hmm.
He's like a stoner, an Australian stoner who does whatever, like a nomad kind of is the vibe
Hmm.
that I got from him. That's why I was like, he just reminds me of Owen Wilson a little bit. Like I felt like he could play
He could do it.
that character
Oh,
well, but
and
not like I said, Owen Wilson kind of vibe.
not
He needs to be
necessarily Owen.
Australian.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want Owen Wilson in it, but I need that
So
energy as Benny.
Hugh.
No, I don't think he. I was looking up Australian actors.
Hmm.
They're all really cute and clean, and that's not what Benny gives me. Anyway, Andrew, I pictured him as because they kept mentioning his hair, so I pictured him as Adrian Grenier. Is that how you say his name?
Grenier.
Grenier. I pictured him as that, but he's too old. And then I was thinking, oh well, then he could be played by Noah Centineo because he's the right age,
Mm.
and he does have the curls.
Noah
And he gives me
Centineo.
Noah gives me more sweet, which then leads me
That was
into
Peter.
Peter
Peter.
Kavinsky.
Mm-hmm.
So then that leads me into the fact that Theo does not give me sweet. And he gives me more of like an Austin Butler, Jacob Elordi, Timothy Chalamet kind of vibe, like popular, you know?
Yeah, he did. He was like the brother. Yeah, I can't picture the face that I was picturing for him. Like the faces I was picturing for them weren't people I know, so
Hmm.
I couldn't even like give you actors. I tried,
Yeah.
but I couldn't. He was giving like you said, but I just had a face that I was like, it's giving like him. But I lost it. Oh, like a Dave Franco is like how he looked to me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I agree.
yeah,
Dave Franco. I agree. I didn't have anything for May. The men were very, because everything was in her point of view, so it's not like she was describing herself.
yeah.
So the men were really like apparent to me, obvious to me. I was very focused on them. More so Andrew than Theo, honestly. But yeah, that was it.
Moving it right along to superlatives. Um, do you have any
I have
superlatives?
a bunch. I just came up with them this
Really?
morning.
Okay, I want to hear
Nuts.
some fun, cute ones.
Okay, douchebag of the century, Theo.
Period.
Mr. Tryhard, Miles.
Period. I love Miles though. Don't do
I
him.
know.
Don't do him.
I know. Coolest uncle of all time, Benny.
Hmm.
Tries too much, Lisa. She
Yeah.
be trying with the pictures and the baking and girl, please
She's just
just take a seat. for a moment. Let
She's
somebody
just
else
a
handle
girl,
it. Let
okay?
somebody else handle it.
She's just a
You don't
mom.
have to try. You don't. No one needs it.
Wow.
Mr. Willfully Ignorant, May's dad. He
Yeah.
everything like
He don't know nothing that's going on.
right.
What?
He'd be like, "What's going on? They didn't make out, no?
Right? Huh? Huh?
What's going on?"
And this is why they broke it. That's why he's single.
And nuts too, because he's a gynecologist. You you should want your gynecologist to know something. Do you have any superlatives?
I don't have any superlatives, but I do have like a related to.
Okay, I have two of those too. Let's go.
Okay, that's what I said. So I said that I related most to May. And the quote that I used was the only person whose expectations you have to live up to is yourself, and I was like, yes. Because sometimes, like I mentioned earlier, like being the eldest daughter, being the eldest child,
Yep.
I find myself,
Worried.
all the time about it, worried about things that I don't need to be worried about, and I actively have to like tell myself like, this not got nothing to do with you. You can't control everything, and like
Yeah.
and like the way she was worried, she was a worried war. She wanted the first time around. She's like, I gotta save the cabin, and it's like, girl, no, like that ain't it. And I'm like, that's just like me for real.
Word. I that's in one of my quotes too. But specifically for relating, I also felt like I related to May in certain points. So I definitely related to her inability to relax
Mhm.
and go after what she wanted instead of
Mhm.
trying to make everything around her perfect, including for those she loves.
Mhm.
I it's almost like a distraction
It
tactic.
is. It has to be,
Um
right?
at some point she said, "I'm just tired of being so careful all of the time." I agree.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I really related to was that paralyzing feeling you get when things are going good and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop instead of enjoying what you worked so hard for.
Yeah. And it's beautiful to have somebody there in your life to be like,
Yeah,
smell these flowers, baby, because you planted these seeds.
agreed. Agreed. Well, the next short segment we have is, would you read more from this author?
I would.
I would. I've read a ton of their books. They got me hooked.
This is my second book by then. And it was cute.
Yeah.
So I would read more.
The first
The first one I read for sure.
we have to do 11 other words for everybody.
We have to.
Yeah.
Nah. The shizzle. Okay. I don't know why I said
I don't know either.
that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Um, Stay tuned for part 2, where we're gonna get a little bit deeper. We're gonna talk about our favorite moments, some quotes that we loved, get into
What we learned?
yes, and some theories. Do you have theories?
I don't have any
I don't
theories.
have any theories either. The
Not
book was a little book, but anyway, that'll be in part
Two.
2. But before you leave here, make sure that you have liked, commented, shared, and subscribed to our channel. Okay.
Yes, please. And please make sure that you have hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever we post. Also,
Mm.
make sure that you are following us on all social media platforms in the world. The details and links will be in the description box below.
Thank you.
I think that's all.
That is all there is.
Again, thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next meeting, girlies.
Bye,
Bye,
girlies.
girlies.